Good evening, friends, and hope you guys, had a very nice Monday and a very good weekend. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up with the fact that Shah, the son of Amit Shah, is playing very very safe. We'll be discussing that how he was very keeping a low profile during the India-Pakistan cricket match, as well as the fact that Karan Johar and Salman Khan are having some big plans to somehow counter the boycott Bollywood movement. And so, welcome Sunita, welcome Nina, welcome each and everyone who is tuning in live as well as watching this video in your spare time. So, friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Yesterday, it was quite a controversial session with Dr. Shiva, and many of the viewers, did not agree with his viewpoint on, the on his take on the Israel, Palestine issue as well as the Hamas. So it's a very
In
interesting
fact,
podcast.
yeah, in fact, even in the international forum, there were lots of opinions for and against, on his Twitter as well.
Yeah, so it's a highly controversial interview. You can check that interview out, and and that this angle is not being taken by any of the mainstream media as well, right? So we at Candid Mina, we try to bring out angles and facts that no mainstream media covers, and that's what makes us different from mainstream media channels, be it geopolitics, be it Bollywood, or be it any such topics. You find angles and facts, which no one else, dares to cover, I must say. So, hi, welcome Neelam, welcome Anita, welcome Preeti. So, Preeti, we have a lot of our viewers who are non-Hindi speaking people, especially
नमस्ते
NRIs. Yeah, but
नमस्ते
we
प्रीति.
will try our best to,
हाँ,
somehow.
हम बीच में हिंदी बोलेंगे मगर ये इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग लोगों के लिए व्यूअर्स के लिए है अधिकतर. तो अगर चांस मिले तो थोड़ा बहुत हिंदी बोलेंगे. थैंक यू सो मच.
Yes, your guest was very interesting. I watched it and left
Yes,
long
I saw
term.
your comment. A very good one, newbie. Mainstream will never tell the truth. Mossad owns mainstream media. Meena, ma'am, and thank you for your Thank you so much. Welcome.
Hi, Sunita ji.
Yeah,
Hi,
we missed
Lee.
you, Sunita. Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
let's
coming to
start with
the
the yeah. Let's start with the first quote. Yeah. So it's Albert Camus who says, "Don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead. Walk beside me. Just be my friend." So it's a beautiful quote, friends, because see, whenever you make a relationship with anybody, whether it's the opposite sex or with the same sex, always give equality, to the other person as well, to express his thoughts and views, and to be more like a friend rather than someone like a mentor or someone who's below you. It's very important that you give respect in a relationship, and always and you get it back as well. So it's very important. This KJo is in many ads. Yes, Sunita, he's back at it. Yes.
yeah, so so let's get to news which is happening, just recently. An NCB legal advisor, Japan Babu, whose audio clip was used by Samir Wankhede in his petition to claim that the name of Aryan Khan had been removed from the charge sheet at the last moment, has filed a case in Delhi court seeking a defamation case against Samir Wankhede. The case was filed at the Delhi Magistrate Court, Patiala House, on October 6th. Wankhede has produced a transcript of a conversation he had with Japan Babu to prove that he was right in arresting Aryan Khan after the raid on the Cordelia cruise, and that Aryan had not been charge sheeted by the NCB SIT due to external reasons. In his petition, Babu, an ILS officer, said that it has come to his notice that Wankhede, in his writ petition, anticipatory bail, malifiedly claimed that Babu, in a phone call on June 2nd, informed him that charges were proposed against Aryan Khan in the original draft complaint prepared by him in the capacity of deputy legal advisor. So, friends, again, things are not going very good for Samir Wankhede with this guy called Japan Babu. He's seeking a defamation case against Samir Wankhede. And also, just recently, you had an anonymous person from Bangladesh also giving threat calls to Samir Wankhede. So you can see how the whole ecosystem is targeting Samir Wankhede. And we have to be with him in this difficult period of time. And he's, battling a whole ecosystem of Bollywood, certain people in central agencies, certain lawyers and stuff. Yes.
हाँ, प्रीति मुझे ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि एनसीबी ने उनका जो लीगल एडवाइजर जापान बाबू है, उन्होंने कहा कि समीर वांगड़े ने जब वो एनसीबी ऑफिसर थे, वहाँ के एनसीबी ऑफिसर थे, तो उसने एक ऑडियो क्लिप यूज किया उनका, जहाँ उसने कहा कि आर्यन खान का नाम चार्जशीट से निकाला गया था। तो इसमें इनको एक डिफेमेशन केस उनके अगेंस्ट वो डाला है। तो ये केस अब दिल्ली मजिस्ट्रेट कोर्ट में पटियाला हाउस में दाखिल किया है। तो ये मैं बिल्कुल शॉर्ट बताती हूँ कि ये एक कॉर्डेलिया क्रूज के एक ये इवेंट से थे, तो आपको पता होगा क्योंकि उसमें उसके बारे में बहुत बातचीत था। तो ये है उसका जो भी बोलते हैं ना, छोटा सा एक जिस्ट। या मूविंग ऑन।
Hi, welcome Adi Shakti. Yeah.
I like the way Newbie says this. The saying reminds me of a poem I read in childhood called Footprints by Anonymous. There are lots of things, Newbie, that see today we do not, seem to follow. A lot of things that, we have forgotten in this era. See, earlier we used to have this joint family system where marriages were fun, holidays were fun. All that has been lost now. And now even to visit our cousins or relatives, it's a very tedious thing. It's become so difficult to even meet your friends. So times have changed, and when you read sayings like this or poems like this, you feel very, some a sense of nostalgia.
Yeah. So coming to next piece of news trends. Yeah. So you can see from this screenshot, this was the recent India-Pakistan match, and you can see Shah sitting, and you can see also, Akshay Kumar also sitting there, and Shah looks very, very, very concerned from his facial expression. Now, what exactly is the latest with Shah, right? And apparently, excitement and rage, were mixed when India faced Pakistan just recently, and India won the match. And apparently, Bollywood's people like Shankar Mahadevan, Sukhwinder Singh, Arijit Singh, Sunidhi Chauhan performed, during the match, and this was not televised in the OTT platform. Very interestingly, and BCCI and what BCCI and Shah have done in honor of Pakistan team will not be tolerated at all. Our soldiers are fighting bravely against Pakistan-supported terrorists on the border, said one user on Twitter. And cricket match is nothing in front of our soldiers. Enemies are always enemy. Pakistani doesn't deserve this type of welcome. So apparently, this is, a lot of, he faced a lot of backlash on social media as to why, Pakistan is given such a welcome by, like, having different performances from Arijit Singh and Sunidhi Chauhan and everyone. And at the same time, Shah is playing it very, very low profile. I saw him, sitting in the middle of a crowd as well. So he was not sitting on the VIP stand for some time. And interestingly enough, the OTT platforms never showed much clippings of the VIP stand. They always concentrated on the crowd. So the cameraman was asked to concentrate on the crowds and not the VIP stands. So these are some observations which we noted, and which we wanted to bring to your attention as well. Yes.
तो इसमें मैं हिंदी में भी थोड़ी सी बोलती हूँ जरा कि जब ये इंडो पाक मैच हुआ था तो वीआईपी सेक्शन में फोटोग्राफर्स ने फोकस नहीं किया, क्योंकि अगर वो फोकस करते थे तो लोगों का गुस्सा और भी होता था, क्योंकि बहुत से लोग इस मैच को देखना नहीं चाहते थे, क्योंकि हमारी जब आर्मी पाकिस्तान से फाइट कर रहे हैं और हमारे बहुत सारे सोल्जर्स और ऑफिसर्स को ये लोग मार डालते हैं, तब हम इस देश के साथ कैसे खेल सकते हैं। यही था ट्विटर में इसका डिबेट। तो इसी वजह से शायद ये लोग ने वीआईपी जो सेक्शन था उसमें फोकस नहीं किया, क्योंकि इन्होंने जय शाह, अभी आप जो पिक्चर देखा था वो जय शाह और अक्षय कुमार सबके थे। ये फोटो या ये वीडियो उन्होंने नहीं दिखाया जब वो मैच चल रहा था, क्योंकि इसमें सबका खून क्या बोलते हैं कि गर्म हो जाएगा, क्योंकि बहुत से लोग पेट्रियाटिक हैं और कहते हैं कि इनको इस तरह के खेल पसंद नहीं है जब हमारे ही जवानों को ये लोग मार डालते हैं। तो इसमें इसलिए अभी जयदेव बोल रहा था कि ये जो अमित शाह का बेटा है वो तो एक लो प्रोफाइल रख रहा है, क्योंकि उसे डर है कि कहीं ये गुस्सा किसी और तरीके से बाहर ना आए। तो इस तरह ये लोग ने एक लो प्रोफाइल लिया है। So newbie, yes, very disappointed with BCCI. But Gujarat cried, showered them their place. Now Pakistan are claiming India hired Rantic to do black magic and win. Some Chakravarti. I thought here also newbie, the truth is that, see, that cricket is a money spinner. जितना पैसा क्रिकेट बनाते हैं कोई और खेल नहीं बनाता है। इसलिए ये लोग बॉलीवुड और क्रिकेट का एक ही क्या बोलते हैं तरीका है, बहुत पैसा बनाते हैं ये लोग, इसलिए ये लोग ऐसे मैचेस होल्ड करते हैं।
Yeah,
So
let's
yeah,
stick to English for some time. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
because we'll have separate Hindi sessions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. Yeah,
So coming to the next piece of news, yeah, this is quite interesting, and you would like to take this.
which I would like to take a few comments, Jaydev. Very well said by Anita. We are always with Samir, sir. Very important point, because he is the one who has been, exposing one thing after the other. Ree says, well said and very true, Meena ma'am. Yes, joint family was a little pain, but in many ways, blessing, a lot of joy it was. So much love, care, and attention with so much of support. Now it's all very much isolated. Welcome, Ushma.
Welcome.
Wow, Meena ma'am, you're in the. But I speak with a little bit of difficulty. Ree, thank you. Yes, ma'am. I didn't watch the match, but I was glad we won. Yes, this is the same feeling, newbie. I could not watch it, so I just kept away from it. So there are certain things now. Even I don't watch even a single Bollywood movie because they irritate me. Yeah. Back to you, Jerry.
Yeah, it's over to you. You can take the next one.
Yeah. Pavitra Rishta fame, Ankita Lokande and husband Vicky Jain entered the Bigg Boss 17 season as contestants. The couple made an entry in Bigg Boss 17 and with a romantic dance. The couple's romantic performance on Tum Kya Mile from Rocky or Rani Ki Prem Kahani got their fans excited. Ankita was wearing a purple net sari for the premiere. Now, the host Salman Khan welcomed the couple on stage and played a compatible test with them. Not just that, he made them take special vows on the stage. After reminding them of their lavish wedding and vows in Italy, Salman made them take South Vajan again, but this time for Bigg Boss 17 house. He even joked that as he's not married, he doesn't know anything about vows, and he runs away when he sees a mandap on stage. He reads out the 7 vows for Ankita and Vicky. The first one was for Ankita, where she gets a husband that if there is a choice for elimination between them, he will get evicted. The second one, Ankita makes Vicky promise that he would steam iron her clothes every day. For the third vow, she asks Vicky that he'll have to do all her share of duties. Next is that if Ankita makes any mistake, Vicky will take all the scolding from host Salman during this weekend, Kawar. And if he ends up making any mistake, he will bear all the consequences. She then next makes him promise that if she gets caught sleeping in the Bigg Boss house, Vicky will take the blame on himself. For the next 2 vows, Vicky takes the lead and repeats after Salman, and that after resting the entire day, when Ankita gets tired, he'll massage her feet. Vicky next says Ankita will not sit on any of the chairs in the house, as he'll make her sit on his head. The couple finally entered the house of Bigg Boss 17 and decided to stay in the Dil room out of the 3 bedrooms allotted to contestants. She recalls the Pavitra Rishta days, and I remember not going home for 3 months. Now, see here also, you would see this woman dragging SSR's name into the, this. These are things just to bring back, people to the show that they keep repeating SSR's name. And here you can see that. See, you don't have to take all these seven vows, Salman Khan. As it is, this man is doing everything and even opening a door and acting as a chauffeur also. This is what all the women's husbands are doing in Bollywood. Holding their purse, giving them the drink, escorting them, and moving away from the paparazzi. Oh, this is the usual stuff. They are only model husbands. The main people are these item girls with small, itsy bitsy, bikinis and mini dresses. That's all. So and always, Salman Khan, you also have the credit, of making all these parda wearing women get into mini skirts and bikinis. So that is we give you all the credit for that. Yeah, back to you. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see how Ankita is getting whitewashed by the likes of Salman Khan, and Riya Chakravarti is being whitewashed by media like India Today and Rajdeep Sardesai. So it's all in all, whoever was in a relationship with SSR, they're trying to give them big roles, they're trying to whitewash them, they're trying to give them opportunities. So isn't this ironic, right?
Yeah.
So coming to this, now Salman Khan and Karan Johar, apparently, it is quite interesting that Salman Khan is going to act in a film which is Karan Johar, and apparently it is produced by Karan Johar, and it is Vishnu Vardhan's next patriotical directorial. So apparently, Salman Khan has picked a film which is pushing him to transform. He's prepped to try a new look for the film, and he's undergoing rigorous training. He's going to a gym, and he's keeping a diet. And apparently, this is the apparently it is Vishnu Vardhan's next directorial. So you can see how they are roping in South Indian people as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if they cast a South Indian actress in this particular film, because they know that Bollywood is going, being boycotted, and now they're going to, try new ways in by using the power of South Indian directors, South Indian actors, South Indian producers, South Indian charm, South Indian fan clubs, and that's how they're going to finally try to to counter the boycott Bollywood movement. As well as friends, we would like to bring an interesting story, from back then. So you can see that in the book Name, Place, Animal, Thing, journalist Mayank Shekhar wrote about a rather strange and problematic story he heard about Salman Khan. And the anecdote said, I just heard about how the film star Salman Khan had insisted he drops a journalist back home after a long interview. It wasn't too late in the evening. She didn't particularly fancy a chivalrous ride, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. He's a bit of a brat like that. Did the journalist agree? Question mark. Well, yes, of course, because who says no to buy? The anecdote further said she gave up. They drove together. She found a spot where she needed to be dropped. He insisted on driving her right up to her building's gate and asked her to specifically point out of the floor in which she stayed in. And when the journalist stepped out of the car, Salman said, "Now I know where you live." He told her sweetly, "The interview I just gave you, don't publish it. By all accounts, that piece never saw the color of the print." So one has to wonder, with regards to this, Mayank Shekhar's piece, whether this incident, if it is indeed true, right? What exactly did Salman, by the slip of his tongue, reveal to that lady journalist, which made him threaten the journalist not to publish that piece? So so these are some interesting stories which we dug up for you. And what is your take on that?
Yeah, so I don't see him as a friendly person at all. I always see him as a very conniving, scheming man, who tells lies to cover up his footsteps, you know. And this is not surprising because if he did threaten the journalist, it means that, see, they want to hide under the secrecy or web of deceit. So they, by threatening, they make sure that these people will keep quiet. So I'm not too surprised by this. It's been happening for years.
And
And
friends,
now,
yeah,
yeah,
sorry. Before that, happy Navratri to each and every viewer, who's seeing us live as well as watching this, offline. And may the blessings of Ma Durga bless your family members, and may all your wishes come true.
yeah. So
Yes.
there's an interesting thing that Rani Mukerji has said about Shah Rukh Khan. So I've always seen that notice that there's always a fight between Rani and Kajal, to as to who is more close to Shah Rukh Khan. So now as she celebrates 25 years of Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, now she says that it was Shah Rukh Khan who taught her how to romance, and that she was very nervous about the audience accepting, Shah Rukh Khan falling in love with a character like Tina. Now, when she attended the screening, she said of this movie, she said, SRK taught me how to romance. So when SRK says, let the young people do the romance, I don't think anybody can do romance like him. I started doing films when I was 17, and it just feels amazing that I have a daughter who's going to turn 8 in December. So it's exactly how my daughter was in this film. Rani referred to Sana Saeed, who played Anjali Khanna in the romantic drama. Anjali is the daughter of Tina and Rahul. The actress thanked fans for showering love on her character. She said, "Thank you for so much for loving Tina. I was a newcomer, and SRK and Kajal had already done Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. They were an iconic pair. But I was very nervous that the audience would not accept Rahul falling in love with Tina when Anjali was around. But that was all Karan's writing, and what he wrote, he made it happen. The magic of KKHH is the writing of KKHH," she concluded. And so here also you see, friends, the kind of, what you call, I scratch your back and you scratch my back happens in Bollywood. Because as you know, Yash Films is one of the biggest production houses, as is Red Chilies. So these people keep buying each other, keep gifting each other things, and speaking, with so much of, chocolates in their mouth. It's only to make sure that they get roles and they are always on the right side of these friends. Other than that, do you think they really like them? No, they don't. It's all a very superficial world, and they wear 100 masks.
Yeah, so you can see how the likes of SRK, Hrithik Roshan, they are celebrating the anniversary of 20, 30-year-old films which they did back then, because they are still living in the past and they think that people will still keep on watching their films till eternity. And that is what the reality hasn't sunk in as yet for these people. And it is only because of this the false perception created by the likes of SRK, by putting in money into mainstream media to float the theory that all his films this year has crossed 1,000 crores, which it clearly has not. By if you look at the theaters from the Book My Show application. And so this is the kind of lies that they wanted to believe. Yes, ma'am. If we
Absolutely.
analyze history, yeah,
Yeah, Sunita says, ma'am, if you analyze history, our country's cultural fabric, like joint family ethics, morals, etc., all weren't behind the doors after the late P.V. Narasimha Rao opened the doors for liberalization. And she continues, after so many companies settled in India, this so called night shift started to adjust to their time. Slowly, yes, beautifully said. Society changed. Is my observation absolutely? Yes, well said. From my friend who's very close to Bollywood, Rani is one of the most foul-mouthed actors. Her on-screen image is opposite. Yes, and also here, newbie, what I wanted to mention is that, see, you remember there was a actress Jaydev who was very, just like Kangana. She had come on our show very loud, and she used to not mince words. Now that actress had said very clearly, in when they had these shows, when this Madhuri Dixit would come on the show, in front of the audience, she would act very sweet. But the moment the camera was not on her, she would act so nasty. So these people are all very, very funny natured, newbie. And same with Ekta Kapoor, who, in her shows, when she had that dance show, she would act like a queen, and then give orders and push people around.
yeah. So you can see how cleverly Rani Mukherjee, she married Aditya Chopra, right, who
Yeah.
owns Yash Raj. films. So she carefully crafted her career. She carefully crafted her each and every move in Bollywood, and very much like how the likes of Priyanka Chopra, the likes of certain other people like Deepika Padukone, who's doing it now. So that's the reason why she's getting each and every opportunity in an SRK film, even
Yeah.
if it's a small role. Yes.
Another interesting, very interesting story, Jaydev, or an episode was when Dharmendra was insulted. When he went to a party. Now he was insulted by Hemamani's father. He said that when he gate crashed her wedding with Jitendra. Here's what happened: "You're a married man. Get out of my daughter's life," he said to Dharmendra. Now, as you know, that they are the most, what do you call, popular couples in the they were the most popular couples in the 80s. Now, apparently, Malini's mother Jaya made the decision to arrange her daughter's marriage elsewhere in 1974. She persuaded the actress to meet Jitendra's parents. Impressively, Jitendra won their approval, and preparation for Hemamali's and Jitendra's wedding in Madras was set in motion. Despite efforts to maintain secrecy around the wedding arrangements, a news magazine managed to uncover the nuptials. The unintended consequences of the magazine's revelation were felt by Dharmendra and Jitendra's then girlfriend Shobha Sippi. Upon learning the news, the two promptly boarded a flight to Madras, setting the stage for a dramatic clash between the hero and the father of the bride to be, much like a fitting climax to a romantic drama. A passage from Hema Beyond the Dream Girl discloses that upon encountering Dharmendra at his doorstep, Hema father, Ramanujam Chakravarti, vehemently admonished the actor, "Why don't you get out of my daughter's life? You're a married man. You can't marry my daughter." However, it proved impossible to dissuade a deeply infatuated Dharmendra. He ultimately found his way back into her room, pleading with her not to make the mistake of marrying Jitendra. Now, after a few hours, she emerged from her room and requested some time from both her and Jitendra's families. However, Jitendra's family presented her with an ultimatum and ultimately left the wedding venue in frustration. It's worth noting that Dharmendra did not marry Hema on the same day. Instead, he began to experience insecurities within the relationship and started imposing constraints on her. According to her autobiography, he even turned to alcohol as a means to combat his paranoia. His increasing possessiveness began to suffocate the dream girl of Bollywood. Consequently, she resumed working in films with Jitendra against his wishes. Then, when the cycle of insecurity persisted, he eventually promised Malini that he would change his ways, and they tied the knot on May 2nd, and that too after converting to Islam. Malini said she decided to be with Dharmendra over everyone else who loved her and was in awe of her because he made her happy forever. It was an ordinary relationship, and all she wanted was happiness. So here you see, friends, uh, the way the couple got together. They had to actually convert because in Hinduism we cannot have bigamy. So that's why he converted to another religion, and she also converted to get married. Now, incidentally, on this note, there was a photo of Kiran Rijiju in Instagram, and he was sitting with Hema Malini in a private jet, and he was, I don't know, he was praising her or something, and about she being a dream girl and the kind of contribution that she has made and all that. So I really want to ask. I have asked Kiran Rijiju, counter question asking what is her real contribution, in her political field. Because every time you talk about Mathura, people say that it's as dirty as ever. It has not been clean. She has not done anything. And other than her arrogance, we have not seen any much of her humble, nature. She keeps ordering people when she lands in Mathura. So I really want to know from Kiran Rijiju what has been her contribution. And if we really find that there's subsequent contribution, we'll take back our words. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely, Anita. This minister is fascinated by Bollywood totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not only this minister, but the Golgappa minister. And that's the reason why, the
The funny thing is when Jaydev says Golgappa minister, I have some photographs of, eating Golgappa when she went on a political, meeting. And all these people are waiting for her to say something. But this woman is busy, consuming Golgappa. And, when you eat Golgappa, your mouth becomes double the size, you know. So the photographs are very unflattering. And, you know, every time he talks about it, I am reminded of those shots. Yes. Yes. And Rag Thakur also. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, you know, see, funny thing is, Anita, these guys have a ball, you know, because every time one award show is over, next award show comes, you know. So then you can walk with Hema Mali, you can walk with Rekha, you can walk with, you know, all these young actresses. So just when that award show is over, oh, national award comes, and then another award comes, you know, the other Seb Falke award comes. So they're all the time, you know, waiting for these events. They're there. It seems as if they're not there for working for the you know, for the people, but working for Bollywood.
Yes.
That's what it is.
So coming to next piece of news and friends, apparently Salman's new film Tiger 3 is going to release, and he's very nervous, and because the video did not get much views on YouTube, the trailer, and very interestingly, the latest trailer of his film Tiger 3, it shows a 5-second sequence in the trailer which sees Katrina Kaif fight off a female attacker when both of them are wrapped in just towels. So the choreographed sequence seems to have been shot in the sauna of some sort and is picturized very tastefully with almost no skin show anywhere. This is how they word this. And so you can see now, they're resorting to exposing themselves, the actresses, to get some sort of interest and viewership to their trailer. So they have to resort to such the creation of such scenes in their films, because traditionally in Salman Khan films there's not much very much exposure from the actors who's cast in his film, but now you can see how things are changing.
Yeah. Anita says today Gangubai got National Award for Best Actress. What a joke, you know. In fact, here I'd like to speak about one more, episode about this Alia Bhatt, Anita. See, you remember Siddharth Shukla, who died a very mysterious death, you know, on who this lady had, you know, made all her hangama. What's her name? I forget her name all the time. Anyway, when Siddharth Shukla accused Alia Bhatt
Shehnaz
of
Gill.
yes, Shehnaz Gill, yes. Now, Siddharth Shukla at one time accused Alia Bhatt of removing his scene from Humpty Sharma Ki Dulhania for a twisted reason. Now, it's very strange, you know. This Siddharth Shukla was one of the most loved stars, and his untimely demise left fans heartbroken. And people were saying that it was a very, very suspicious death. This man died in 2021, leaving a huge void in the entertainment industry. Now, the Bigg Boss winner, 13, had not only won fans' hearts with his work on TV shows, but the actor forayed into cinema as well. Now, the actor was a part of the Alia Bhatt and Varun Dhawan's Humpty Sharma Ki Dulhania, and fans loved his small yet important role. But once Siddhartha revealed that Alia had cut out a scene from the film, here's what happened. Siddharth played her fiancé in the 2014 film Humpty Sharma Ki Dulhania. Once the BB13 winner spoke about his experience with the stars Alia and Varun, the actor said, I felt very good working with them. Varun is a regular guy, you can go and talk to him anytime. He's got no airs about himself. But I wish I could say the same thing about Alia. She had a problem if I addressed her as Alia. She wants people to call her Alia G on sets. And if Alia reached the sets first, and if me and Varun came later, then there would be Bawal. Varun also teased Alia and said that Karan considers that actress as his daughter. Soon Siddharth joked and added, while speaking on comedy nights with Kapil, there was a scene between me and Varun in which Alia was not there. Alia liked the scene, but her problem was with her not being in the scene. So she removed the scene from the film. Now, of course, this was just a joke, Alia clarified and said, I did not like anything like this. I did not do anything like this. Kapil then said, it's okay, you should respect her, she's your senior. Now, you remember, Siddharth Shukla passed away, they say, due to a heart attack on September 2, 2021, but we know that it was not as simple as it sounded. His last show was Broken But Beautiful, Season 3, which got a massive response from the audience. So here, friends, what I'm trying to say is that there is no woman who is more arrogant than this woman who can't act for nuts, you know. And because she's this, daughter of a certain person, and that's why she gets all the importance. And recently I was just watching a small show of this Anupam Kher, and god, this Anupam Kher irritates me like hell. So he started praising her like, you're the best actress. Alia was there, Mahesh Bhatt was there. You're the best actress, you're blah 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 blah. He kept on talking about her, and she gave her dimple smile because two of her favorite people, one is her father and one is Mahesh Bhatt. And the way she was talking, he was treating her like she was Sophia Loren, you know, and that she had reached that stage. And he was, the way he was glorifying her, and then some girl from the audience was called and made to praise her, more. So, what is happening is these people don't blame anybody. Blame people like Anupam Kher, Kangana Ranaut, and this Vivek Agnihotri, for doing U-turns all the time. They don't know any road that is straight. The moment they need money, they will make U-turns galore. So this is another U-turn galore that Anupam Kher. Of course, he does his self flattery also. He says Sananch was very good. Whichever movie he has acted, Daddy was very good. Acha, to aap ek scene dikhao uska. So then he goes and acts that. So these people are all, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's it.
Yeah, so Anupam Kher plays both sides much like Kangana Ranaut. So no surprises there. Yes. So coming to next piece of news, friends, and yes, so this is quite hilarious that during the India-Pakistan match, guess who she is none other than this Urvashi Rautela, and she lost her gold plated iPhone, and that she was very much disappointed with that. So anything to do to be in the limelight, these kind of people. And yes, and many people joke that did she meet Rishabh Pant? So as all of you know that she was behind Rishabh Pant at one point of time, and unfortunately we saw the unfortunate accident which happened with Rishabh Pant, and he's not in the squad anymore because of health reasons. So there's a lot of suspicion in that incident as well, friends. So because no media is taking all these angles of Rishabh Pant's mysterious accident, and you can see how when it comes to cricket, there's a lot of politics being played, and also BCCI is using this to make money because India Pakistan matches, the tickets sell for a lot of money, and what many people do is they buy the tickets very well ahead of time, and they resell these tickets in the black market for 5-6 times the price of the ticket, if not more. So it's all very very disappointing to see how BCCI is doing anything for money, to make money, right? And meanwhile our Jawans are busy fighting in the border against Pakistan, and you have a red carpet welcome for these Pakistani players by when you have Arijit Singh and Sunidhi Chauhan performing for the match. Yes.
Another very funny take on these people, whether it's Bollywood or Tollywood. You look at this girl Tamannaah Bhatia. Now every time I've seen Tamannaah Bhatia, she's in a state of undress. Now she gets very angry. When angry Tamannaah, she slams a director's sexist remark when he says, "I don't like to see my heroines clad in saris." So she said that I want him to apologize for that. But the strange thing is that she's always found doing all these very vulgar dances, and wearing the most vulgar clothes. Now, Tamannaah, who says that she learned the hard way, now knows how to stand up to bullies. And on this occasion, she gave it to Tamil director G. Suraj, with whom she worked in 2016, Kathi, Kathe Sandai, over a demeaning remark he made during a promotional event. Suraj was asked how he managed to make Tamannaah look glamorous in the film, and his reply did not land well with her. And he said audiences pay money to watch the hero fight and heroines in full glamour. As a director, I don't like to see my heroines fully clad in sari. If you're paying money to watch a film, we should expect Tamannaah to look glamorous. Any commercial film should have glamour. He went on to say that actresses who have made it to the showbiz have glory to credit for their stardom. Whenever my costume designer presents my heroine in knee length outfit, I'll ask him to cut it short. If my heroine gets angry, I tell her audience haven't paid so much for nothing. After the clip went viral on social media, Tamannaah strongly condemned the director's behavior and said that she was hurt and angered by the comments. This is 2016, and ironically, I had to leave a film like Dangal in the Middle, which is on women empowerment, to tackle this issue. I'm very hurt and angered by the comments made by director Suraj, and I would want him to apologize not only to me but to all women in the industry, she said in a statement on her Twitter page. The last stories two actor went on to say, "We're actors, we are here to act and entertain the audience and should not at any point be objectified as commodities. I've been working in the South for over 11 years and have worn costumes which I've been very comfortable with. Sadly, women in our country are spoken about so frivolously, and I like to tell my audience that our industry should not be generalized by comments made by one such individual." Post this criticism, he extended an apology to the bubbly bouncer actor. In his apology, he said, "Really sorry. I'm sorry that I would like to apologize to Tamannaah and all the heroines in the industry. My intention was not to show anybody in bad light or hurt their sentiments. I'm sorry once again and take back my comments." So here you will find it very strange because, in these shots that you see in Facebook or in other places, you'll see her doing that song. I forget the words of that. And she's wearing such a vulgar dress, and the movements are so vulgar. And half the time, her dress is low from top and low, up from her, knees to her thighs. So, if you present yourself as this, what do you expect from the people? You know, when you see, do you see some actresses being attacked? No, not all actresses are attacked. You're attacked because you're giving a certain persona, and that persona is what the people like, according to this director, Suraj. So his apology, he may apologize to you, but he'll repeat the same thing again a few months later with some other actress. Because that's exactly, if you look at Tamannaah's roles in South movies, she's never had a heroine strong role. She's always come just as a support role for the hero. In South, it's only the hero who dominates the role. There is no heroine. 5 minutes of heroine, just like Alia in that RRR. 5 minutes. Just see, blink your eyes, and they're gone. That's how South Indian heroines are seen. Of course, we are not talking about new age films. New age films are different. There you see, heroines having their own, character.
Yeah, so she has had more success than Rakul Preet Singh as well, because Rakul Preet also, she initially started out in South Indian Telugu and Tamil films, much like Tamannaah Bhatia. But Tamannaah Bhatia has had, a bit of luck in being cast in films like Bahubali and Rajnikant's latest film. So, she has had her luck. And so, unlike Rakul Preet Singh, who is often seen with Riya Chakravarti, and you can see
Here,
where
coming
things are
back to
going.
that
Yeah.
point, Jaydev, what you say is so true. But the fact is that, see, what Karan Johar and the others have done is they pulled out these heroines from the South, and they made them mere show dolls.
Yeah,
They don't
like
have
we
films.
discussed.
Yeah, they don't have any films. At least in the South, they used to get films and they used to do make a lot of money. But now they don't have films. They only have short dresses to wear.
Yeah,
And
much.
that also, at every party, they have a code. You wear a short dress, you wear a black dress, which shows everything. So that is also there.
But if you notice, friends, that Pooja Hegde and Rashmika Mandana, who were quite successful in Telugu and Tamil films, and they acted in some flop Hindi films, thanks to Karan Johar. Now they are being given a lot of opportunities in advertisements, right? You can see them if you play any OTT like Amazon Prime or some Disney Hotstar. You can see advertisements even in YouTube, in which both these actresses are being the brand ambassador of a particular brand. And so all these opportunities, they're being given to these two people because they have decided to act in some Bollywood films. So that is a very interesting development, and you can see how Unfortunately, for the likes of Vijay Deverakonda, he didn't get anything after starring in that Karan Johar film. Like so, all these things are happening, and yeah, I hope these South actors realize the worthless Bollywood game plan. So Mahesh Babu was very clever in not accepting any Bollywood film, right? Because he's the superstar of Telugu film industry. So and also Allu Arjun has so far he has not accepted any role in Bollywood film as of now. So
And
we'll have
also,
to
you
wait and see.
remember,
Yeah,
yeah, and also you remember, friends, that Raghav Chadda did not want to leave his government, premises, but the court has insisted on that. Now I don't know what is the latest, but this guy is sticking to his guns and he says that he wants to stay there itself. Now this man, who says that he is an Aam Aadmi minister, has spent a whopping amount of money on his wedding, and we really want to know where the money came from when the assets that he has declared during the election time is in his affidavit shows very less money. So where did he and this woman, his wife, get so much money that they had diamond rings and they stayed at the Leela suite for so many days in their honeymoon suite? So we want an explanation from them. Why do they call themselves the Aam Aadmi Party? They should call themselves, the Trump, Indian Trump Party, because they, spend money exactly the way Trump spends money. So that's how they should be called. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's all the news for tonight. Good night, friends. See you tomorrow. Good night and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.